desert sun. Every step that you take could be your final one. In the burning heat, hanging on the edge of destruction. You can't stop the pain of your children crying out in your head. They always said that the living would envy the dead. So now you're gonna shoot bullets of fire. Don't wanna fight, but sometimes you got to. You're a stop, survivor. There's just one thing you got to know. You got 10 more thousand miles to go, because you're one of the living, and you can't stick together. One of the living who's gonna make it tonight.
We will be back in some form.
We have an army of digital soldiers, because this was an insurgency.
Hundreds dead, thousands infected across multiple continents.
You guys know what this represents?
All the people that have gone out there against the mainstream media and said, you're going to call us racist, you're going to call us potential Timothy McVeighs. You are.
All right. I hope you patriots are out there kicking ass, taking names. Welcome to the show, folks. The PatriotPartyNews.com. I am your host, Chaz Carter, better known as Underground Patriot, coming to you live from the Wolf Den, folks. Greetings and salutations. Yes, I know I'm late. Bad Chaz. However, because the show must go on, and we broadcast all over the place on Earth, we might have a problem or two, because we talk about the truth. Because if you hadn't figured it out, they don't want us talking about the truth. Can I get an amen on that? Well, it's our job, folks, to flip the script. And that's what we continue to do day in, day out. So pardon me for being a little bit behind. I had to make sure Rumble and some other platforms that like to give me some shenanigans occasionally, get it all fixed up. So cool. Let me go ahead and get this set up real quick. Yeah, there it is. All right, this is where the cool cats go to get their daily intel news and bread. That's right. It's the PatriotPartyNews.com. Folks, we're more than just a website. We're a full functioning badassery Patriot broadcasting network. Broadcasting around the world 24/7. I'm here to tell you, the #1 pro-patriot social media platform is what we got. It's called PatriotShoot.com. We also have voice chat in there, which we call Talk Time, which everyone's talking about. You're able to connect at a grassroots level with other patriots, other people around the world, I might add. And yeah, we're cool like that. Also, check out our other shows. You can also check out Anti-Aging Bed, who proudly sponsors us over here at PPN. You want to feel good, feel great, get a good night's sleep. I promise you, you need to check these guys out. It's the real deal, Holyfield. When you go, type in PPN as your discount code. Take full advantage of that. Also, folks, we have other replays as well on our site. Wonderful. All right, cool. Let me go ahead and bring in Punisher D, ladies and gentlemen. What's up, Pusher Dallas?
What's up, brother?
Man, running late as craziness, as always. Going through my tech stuff. By the way, if you can believe this or not, we're still on YouTube. Can you believe this?
Nope. Miracles do happen.
They cut off my integration, so I had to do a workaround. And they're doing everything and anything, including banning different types of live streaming software from truthers. Just FYI. So for all you other truthers out there that happen to use the same software or third-party integration that I use with YouTube, you're going to hate my flipping guts because they just got rid of that application connecting to YouTube's API. In other words, you're going to have to work twice as freaking hard just to be able to broadcast on YouTube. But I do it to experiment with YouTube. I like to see what they're trying to do. And yeah, I like having fun with them as well. There you go. End of story. What can you say on that? By the way, from what I'm understanding, I think there is still some more general admission tickets left for the event in Nashville, Tennessee, the Truther event. Let me see if I can grab that real quick. I know we have, in fact, sold out of VIP. If you're interested in some general admission tickets, there you go. TN Event Planning at Outlook.com. And that is on October 25th. Be there or be square. There you go.
And I just found out today that I'm going to be speaking at the Truth Tour 2 in Lubbock, Texas on the 18th. So next Tuesday, Derek Johnson's going to be there,
Nice.
several others. I believe not Sherry Timpenny. Oh, man. Mike Vicks. Oh, my gosh. I just forgot her name. I want to say Julie, but I don't think that's right. Julie Mikovits. Mikovits.
Yeah. That's who backs the root product. That's who we're going to have on too. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to that. That just happened today, but I'm looking forward to getting there and being able to connect and meet with so many people that are going to be at our deal in Nashville. So it's
absolutely
exciting.
So what's the date on that again?
October 18th, next Tuesday.
They're asking, would you mind posting it in your room on Patriot Shoot? So I
will. So I'm waiting on a link. So
Okay.
if you haven't gotten tickets yet, you can go on and use the link, and that way they like to track who's coming for who. So
Right.
as soon as I get the link, I will
Okay.
put it in Patriot Shoot. I'll put it everywhere. So
That's awesome. Good stuff, man. Good for you, man. Getting the truth out. Love it. Love it. Love it. Let's see here. Don't see much happening with down detector. I was like download detector. Download detector there. Of course, we see Florida. We see parts of Puerto Rico still out of power. But this is about something you and I were talking about.
yeah, this is crazy.
Oh, yeah. So, of course, we know Africa's been at DEFCON 2 for the last several days. Middle East just went to DEFCON 2. Cyber went from 4 to 3.
Mm-hmm.
DEFCON 2, of course, in Europe. Asia's still sitting at 3. US is still sitting at 3. And they shifted from 4 to 3 here at LATCOM. And then space shifted. Oh, I've been waiting for that.
But didn't over the weekend, didn't the LATCOM, didn't that go down to 2 and then back up to 3? I thought it went down to 2 for a little bit.
It did. It did. I forgot about that. But it was like for a split. It was real quick, but
yeah,
you're right. You're right. I forgot about that, but it did it real quick. Somebody got screenshots. That's the last thing I saw. That's how quick it went. So, you know how that is. But this is some Dinar Chronicles. What I'm curious to see what they're saying over here, talking about white hat intel. We're in the super collapse as countries are in economic collapse. We're seeing that. That is true. I mean, you're seeing it all across the board. We got patriots from around the world. Dallas, you know, just as well as I do, from the UK, New Zealand, Australia, and they're going through serious financial hardships. We even had some folks, believe it or not, that were tuning in from Germany, and it's real in a lot of places. We're going to experience this. It's starting to happen. Sorry, folks, but reality is that this is one big movie, which we've been saying for the last numerous years, and it's unfolding exactly like we said it would. And the pieces are really starting to fall in place if you know what you're looking for. Everyone should be on cloud 9 right now. And that's just my personal opinion. Everybody needs to be on cloud 9. I know I am. I'm just waiting any second.
Yeah. I'm on cloud 9. I'm just holding my breath. I don't want to put too much weight on it, you know. So I'm just like, I'm waiting for the big release.
So as you and I were talking, it's bouncing back up. It was right here when you and I were talking. Was it 29?
It bounced up like a tenth of a point, but I mean it's down over 200 on the tracker, but it opened up at 29.485, and it's now sitting at 29.10, or the low is 29.10. So, you know, we've lost over 500 points. Well, just shy of 500 points just today. And we're only midway through the day. So our economy is doing the same thing that we're seeing in Europe and the UK and Germany. They're doing everything they can to kind of stave off this collapse, but they can't. I mean, in the UK, they bought a gajillion bonds to try to save the 401ks and the pensions. But it's a Band-Aid. It's literally like putting a Band-Aid on a dam. You know, I mean, there's water coming out of it. You just it's a waterproof Band-Aid, so it's going to stick for a minute, but it's not going to stick for very long. And eventually the floodgates open, and one way or the other, this comes crashing down. And it's either way, it puts us into where we want to be. Puts us where we want to be. Just, you know, there's the kind of the pain struggle way, and then there's the less pain and struggle way. But either way, we're going to get there. So,
absolutely, 100%. U.S. postal workers arrested in a $1.3 million fraud identity theft scheme. Oh, great! How's that make you feel, Dallas? Hey, let me go mail something. Wait a minute, you want my social security number? Come on, man.
It's frustrating that like the people that we put the most trust in, you know, the postal service, the government agencies of all kinds, you know, are turning out to be the most corrupt and the most fraudulent and criminalistic parts of our entire society. And it's just, but that's why we are where we are, right? I mean, that's why we're going to not burn it down. I'm changing my language. We're going to deconstruct it and reconstruct it the correct way.
Amen. Well, they're saying that they were, I guess, you know how you get mailed credit card offers and this, that, and whatever. I guess they were filling it out, and they had a system within it, and just people were just getting taken hardcore. That's pretty serious. That sucks. Oh, lucky. Here we go. A tray of, I can't make this up, by the way. This is being reported by redstate.com. Tray of undelivered 2020 mail-in ballots discovered in Baltimore postal facility.
In the article, does it say how many ballots are in there? I'm guessing thousands, if not tens.
I wonder if they got a picture of it. Oh, it only contains 26 ballots.
Yeah. Still, if they found 26, you know that there's even more out there that just,
there was
put those in the corner.
Hey, have you ever ate like at the table some really good bread, and the crust comes off all over the table, like if you ate at like a Longhorns or something like that, you know how they have that bread. Same thing with the ballots. I mean, they're sitting there grabbing all these ballots, and you just got these crumbs. So I guess that's what you would consider crumbs out of all of that. That's crazy.
And I would guess almost every single one of them was a vote for Trump. Oh man, this is nuts.
I haven't seen this. Now I'm seeing a bunch of videos, and I really haven't been paying attention to it on purpose, just like we all try to stay away from the noise. But I haven't seen this one, so obviously you have. What's the lowdown?
Well, I haven't seen this exact video, but all the cars in Florida, they got water damage. All the electric vehicles, they're all like catching on fire and causing massive damage. And it takes something like 100 times more water and flame retardant to put out an electric vehicle fire than a normal gas vehicle fire. So, you know, it's all about the Green New Deal, baby. It's all about global, you know, climate change. Well, it literally is expanding, you know, our use of water and chemicals by over 100 times per vehicle. But yeah, these are happening all over Florida after the water damage.
Let me make sure you can hear this.
Yeah, it's bad. No, another problem with EVs. If they get salt water in them, they catch on fire. Very difficult to put out. Extreme hazard. If you have an EV and it's in your garage, get it out now if it had salt water flooding.
So you can see as much water as they've done. So both engines are empty, right? 750 gallons for each engine. Right. So they're both empty. So they've already put on 1,500 gallons of water on this, and it's still going. So
and this will burn for
how
days.
Dangerous these fires are, right? And why now we've set up. So we've got a water supply here. So now they'll be able to right over there. So now we'll have a good water supply that'll be going on, and they're just going to continue to do what they can to drown this vehicle and cool it off and do that.
My into it. Get to that battery.
So we just bypass the latch.
Yep.
Yeah. And they're now, and then CM Dorsey says, you know, but you can also use your electric vehicle as a source of power for your house. So let's plug our cars into our houses to run the lights on our houses when the power goes out. It'll burn the whole damn thing down. Just asinine.
It is. TikTok bans the term "White Lives Matter." Go Kanye! That's all I can say. Go Kanye West, dude, man. I'm telling you, it's like Warren was talking about the other night. You know, what role does Kanye play in this? Is he?
Yeah, I've never cared for the dude ever, but holy hell, I'm like, keep on doing what you're doing, man, because you are waking up normies at a much higher rate than we could, now that we have.
You know, looking back on that, when he pulled that off with Mike Myers and that Katrina deal, talking about George, you know, W. Bush. Now looking back with what I know now, I don't blame him. I don't blame him.
Well, it's frustrating that he was, you know, he was that awake at that time, but
right, exactly.
You know, his methods are just not conducive to the. You know, I mean, I wasn't listening to what he had to say because I thought he was a douchebag, but guess I should have been listening closer. But I kind of, I mean, I knew what he was talking about, but
right.
I just didn't, you know, it's interesting. That's all I got to say.
I hear you. Well, I do know. What about that video of Coolio that was going out circulating where he was going in detail? I saw another video. I couldn't grab in time. You know, it's going a million miles a minute right now. Everybody's trying to grab everything they can because of trying to document everything, because this is one big live documentary on what's about to happen. If you guys haven't figured it out yet, we're cataloging everything from the times that, oh man, we think it's going to happen now. And we're going to be able to look back on this and be like, I'll look at myself and be like, damn, Chaz, why are you being such an idiot around this time when it makes sense to happen now? But that's what we're supposed to do. This is history.
Well, and it's it's important to remember, guys, is that like I had this analogy on Ultra Trump's show last week on Tuesday, but like even the highest levels of our military and information and Q, I mean, none of them know the whole plan, right? They all have their roles, they all have their pieces, and they're all just executing their pieces as quickly as they can without, jeopardizing. But I fully envision, like them getting to an office building, right? And in my mind, it's the Pentagon, but it probably isn't. But the first one gets there first. And he's like, oh, dang it, I was first. That sucks. Well, man, who's going to be next? And then here comes in number two, right? Maybe they're from the military, and the first one is just information or the digital side of something, or maybe it is part of the queue, the drops. And all of a sudden, in walks number three, and that's the 3-letter agencies and that are good, that are on our side. And then they finally go, okay, cool. Now we can push the button, right? Because it takes all three of them to push the button to actually do this. But until they all get in that room, like it isn't done. So we're all just gathering this information, and we're gathering it as quickly as we can. But we're also trying to put the puzzle together, but we can't actually see. It's like there's no color to the puzzle. It's just shapes, right? It's just a white puzzle until we get it put all together, and then all of a sudden the color will show up and we'll see the big picture. But we're doing the best we can, and it's going to make us. Well, it's not going to make us feel dumb, but when we do, like exactly what you just said, Chaz, when this is done, right, and we're all in a whole different space and time and energy and effort, we're going to be able to look back and go, well, yeah, of course it couldn't happen until this date when it really happened. But, until that time, it's just, is it today? I don't know. It hasn't been so far, but could it be later today? I don't know. Just keep going, bud.
Yeah, maybe 12 noon tomorrow, Central. Hey, by the way, I did announce that, right? What was happening tomorrow at 12 noon Central? Oh,
no, what's happening?
I need to let you know on this. So we will be live in Charlie Ward's Insider Club, broadcasting it live. And we got Lewis Herms that's going to be in there, and we got Chris Baby Trump that's going to be in there with us as well tomorrow. Dallas, I'll get you what we normally do in terms of getting that aired. Hopefully, good Lord, knock on wood here, willing, there won't be any technical snafus as often with the terminology they use, I guess, on that. So
yeah.
Hey, what's your thoughts on this here? Judge says Durham can keep his witness list secret for the Dinchenko trial. That's freaking awesome. It's all like hell.
Well, I would say it's awesome in the fact that because it's not made public, they can't go kill them all. Man, I would love to know the witness list just so we could see the dirtbags squirm, but I believe that the judge made that call so that they couldn't go Epstein them all.
I was wrong. It's Wednesday. I'm sorry. I'm getting land blasted over here. My bad. You're right. I'm wrong. It's Wednesday for Charlie's Insider Club. My bad. I stand corrected. I just got the info just now. I'm kind of excited because I know some other things are about to take place. So I can't. I'm excited, and I just can't hide it.
I was going to say, do share, my friend. Do share.
All about the QFS, baby. It's all about it. It's interesting. Twitter blocks Florida Surgeon General post warning of increased risk of cardiac-related death from vaccine, then makes a huge reversal.
Did you see? There's some Democratic politician whose 17-year-old daughter died of a out of nowhere
cardiac arrest
related death.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, we just don't know what caused it. And they're like, we all do. It's because you forced your 17-year-old daughter to get the vaccine and it killed her.
Absolutely. Don Lemon bids farewell to his primetime show as he fights tears here. Yeah. I don't really care about you, Don.
Yeah.
North Korea fires more missiles. 7th launch in 2 weeks. Part of the movie, right?
But nobody is talking about this, Chaz. There's nobody in mainstream media is talking about North Korea launching missiles over other countries, over Japan, over land. Nobody's talking about it, but because crazy old unhinged Putin is the real threat. I mean, you know, Kyung, the leader of North Korea, like he was the official little crazy guy forever and ever and ever. And then Trump made friends with him. And then all of a sudden he's perfectly normal, even though he's launching
media
interballistic missiles. You know, Putin hasn't launched. Well, I mean, he's dropping missiles, I'm sure, but I mean, he's not just randomly shooting off missiles, but North Korea is, but nobody's talking about it except, you know, Fox is talking about, you know, Putin and how unhinged he is and the nuclear, you know, weapons. I don't know. It's so silly, man. It makes no sense.
So I was thinking about this, and I know a lot of people have been thinking the same way. You think about we've got even though we know it's not the real president, it's a fake president. It was selected for this movie from the White Hats, but this is pretty apparent. You've got a president that, part of my friends, can shit on themselves. Is that the instinct that you want behind hitting a button, you know, for a nuclear weapon? Of course not. That's the way it's going to be portrayed. Don't be surprised, and this is my personal opinion, that we're the ones that fired the first shot in this whole scare event. Do not be surprised. People might disagree with me, but hey, if you can't even hold your bodily functions at this point, what's going to make you think, well, we just need to let them go away, and then they show the movie off that way? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't know if I thought about that. I mean, I don't think that there's going to be a physical launch. I mean, Kim Jong-un is physically launching missiles apparently, but I don't think there's going to be a physical release of a nuclear weapon. I think it's going to be a story of some kind, right? We have a blackout on the West Coast, and it's a nuclear EMP, or you know, I don't even know if that's the thing, but that's kind of how I see it going. But could it be that dirtbag, you know, Biden trips and lands on the button, kind of like in the Doomsday movies? And I don't know. I hadn't thought about that.
So this is coming from conservativebrief.com. Again, I've always been a big-time Herschel Walker fan because he played for the Georgia Bulldogs and seemed like a pretty all right guy from what I've known as. But you've seen these recent allegations coming out in regards to where he had given some type of card with payment for an abortion of some sort.
Yeah.
From what I'm understanding, I think it's BS. I think if someone wrote a check, they're going to have a copy of that check. Why aren't they showing documentation backing that up? Unless, have I missed something? Are they trying to say, are they showing a check? Because that's what they said. All they're doing is showing a freaking card. Okay, great. This was in what, 2009, supposedly. They're going to have a digital record of it. freaking show it because it's BS. I don't believe that. And I think also, they're talking about, get rid of the political director for leaking to media. So, saying he's leaking information. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But what they're portraying, because they don't have the true truth, is that he paid for something like that. And they're doing it on half at all. He denies the whole thing, but as we all can agree, it does come from somewhere. Wouldn't you say, Punisher D? It does come from somewhere. I don't care.
I read an article that was members of his family spreading a lot of this stuff, which is, that's the only reason that made me look at it twice, but I don't know.
And somebody brought up a good point in the chat over here saying, Trump saying, go back to listen at the 27.42 mark. Listen to Trump talk about how he has nuclear codes. I'm not doubting that, but what you're going to see portrayed on the television and other media outlets throughout the internet is that fake Biden does. Something along those lines. Be prepared. It's all optics. All of it. Completely. We've already won. It's just how they're going to deliver it. Ooh. FBI team involved in censorship of a Hunter Biden laptop story identified.
I guarantee it's the same team that went into Mar-a-Lago.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Remember Christopher Wray?
Yep.
Just goes to the details there with that. Here's where the U.S. nuclear bombs are stored in Europe. Well, countries holding the world's nuclear arsenal. Yeah, there you go. You can look at the graph yourself and see.
I mean, it's not funny. North Korea has 20.
All it takes is one.
Well, I started to laugh, and then I had that exact thought. I was like, never mind. one is too many.
Oh. Hey, if Tim's watching, sorry about that. Punisher D didn't mean that. Okay.
Yeah. It was not in reference to your stature at all, sir.
Oh, Lord. John Bolton calls for Putin's assassination regime change. Go figure, right?
Yeah, that's old.
I think we should make it.
Yeah.
But he literally says we need to take him out, which is the same bullcrap that Biden is saying, in essence. It's I don't know. It's so silly what's being put out there, from that side of the deal. I watched the deal with that same guy, the John Bolton guy.
Yeah.
Who is he?
Is that the show that we talked about where he was Julian Assange's wife?
Yes, yeah, Julian Assange's wife, and he just literally making bold-faced lies, and she's like, no, that's not true. He's like, well, your opinion, but
yeah, that's happening right now. I know that people have been posting all morning about the cyber attacks on the U.S. airports, but either I don't know. Are you guys seeing a bunch of flights being canceled? See, Dallas, this is what I don't like. I don't like when we're hearing a lot of stuff like that, and it's coming from major news outlets, but no one else is reporting it because they're trying to keep it hush-hush. The best way in these situations is to, if you know people traveling, ask them, hey, is there a bunch of flights being canceled? Are planes grounded? Thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Yeah, same thing. Are planes grounded? That would be something interesting to know. 100%.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll talk about that. Let's see here.
Volcano in Italy eruption.
This is your wheelhouse here. Credit card rates just hit a record as average car loan rises to a fresh all-time high. Woo.
Yeah, I mean, car loans are going at what, 6%, or is that higher? I can't really read it.
Yeah, you nailed it. Yeah, 6%. You can barely see it. It's 6.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, here it is. This is what
yes, this is what I was talking about earlier. Yeah.
Let me see here. 17-year-old fully vaccinated daughter of Illinois Democrat Representative Sean Casten died of sudden cardiac arrhythmia.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad. I don't care if you're a Republican or Democrat. It's sad.
Oh, I can't imagine something happened to my daughters, but if you read the article, they're just like, we don't know what happened. We don't know why she just suddenly passed away in the prime of her youth. Yeah, you do. It's the freaking test bioweapon vaccine that you gave your kid. You more than likely probably forced her to get. She didn't want to get it, but
no question about that. It's freaking messed up. Renowned Marvel and DC Comics illustrator dies suddenly as he was about to board a plane in Paris. By the way, I was always big into art and loved, drawing and all that stuff. And at one time, I thought about even going and getting involved and do something to this level with the art college and stuff. I hate to hear this about Marvel now through being woken up. It just sucks because I like, art. It's messed up, man.
Well, I guarantee it's fully vaccinated though.
Oh yeah.
That's the common theme on sudden death. I mean, have you seen the videos, Chaz, of the people like freaking out and like spinning around in circles and then just dropping dead?
Yeah, is that what we were going to see? What we were told years ago, about a couple years back, saying, "Watch, you're going to see people dying around you." I mean, it's happening. It's been happening. I mean, it's not like
but it's freaky.
Now,
they just start looking.
Yeah,
and they start swinging. They spin around a couple times and then they just drop dead. Yeah. I bet I've seen 12 or 15 different videos of people.
Me and Jennifer have this conversation a lot about, who so-and-so or so-and-so. We haven't even talked to hardly anybody, but there's no telling how many people that we truly knew that are gone, in all honesty. Just through people that we knew in our life. It's a very, very very sad situation there on that. And then what happens? Pfizer partners with Marvel to release a digital comic book encouraging people to get their COVID shots and become an everyday hero.
Yeah, we put those out of sequence. We should have had this one and then the Marvel DC right after, right? Because it's just
can't make this stuff up, folks. You really
that's we got to be getting towards the end, Chaz. We got to.
There's no other.
I can't
no
take
other way.
much more of this garbage.
National Guard accidentally gives service members COVID-19 vaccines instead of influenza shot.
There's no accident. Well, that and the same shit's in the flu vaccine that's in the COVID vaccine because it's the same stuff.
That's right.
Not enough people took the COVID vaccine, but we've had a vaccine for the flu for 40 years. And every single year, except for 2020, every single year, 45 to 65,000 Americans die of the flu with a freaking vaccine. So they tricked us into getting that dumb vaccine because, well, it shit never worked. And now they're just there's no accident. It is the COVID vaccine. They're just calling it the flu shot. So don't get the flu vaccine this year, people. Don't get any more vaccines, period.
Or organ transplants or blood transfusions. Yeah, they're not safe. Sorry. Sucks. It is what it is. That alone, because of Either you go without an organ if you need one, or you take the risk of getting one and still dying because of, you know, complications because of the bioweapon. Sucks, man. But you got to understand these things. That's why it's very important to be focused in a lot more on your health, what you're eating, what what are you taking? They get these harmful, materials or graphene oxide out of your body. There's trust me, this is why we're doing this, and I back warning this. I know you feel the same. We're about healing people. We're about helping people. We're about getting the truth out without the BS. And that's something we pride ourselves on extremely. Let's see here. Oh, I know you heard about this one. BLM founder Patrice Cullors spends tens of thousands of dollars renovating backyard of her $1.4 million home. Now, that's the first time I've heard tens of thousands. I heard crazy numbers like this. I mean, like I heard a couple million, but that's just
she owns 3 houses that are all 1.4 or greater in cost.
Right.
3. So she spent tens of thousands renovating the backyard of one of her multi-million-dollar mansions. They spent hundreds of thousands on strippers and prostitutes and transgender strippers, and that's all in their freaking bank records and their tax records. Like, there wasn't a freaking dime of that money, that $80 million, or was it million or billion?
I think it was million.
Yeah, $80 million that went to any black communities. And they'll burn down your community and they'll raise money on your name and your behalf, but none of it goes to you. It's total horse crap.
What about old Sharon Osbourne, boy? She said, I want my $900,000 back.
Yeah, what the hell were you giving $900,000 to a obviously communist, I mean, no, you don't get it back, Sharon. God bless you. She's one of my not favorite people, but I love her, or I did. But you don't get that money back. You're a freaking idiot. Sorry, that's just my 2 cents.
No, what is it like? No, of course we knew about this. Bill Gates Foundation donated $200 million to expand digital ID surveillance system. Who was that was talking about this the other day? I can't remember. Maybe it was on one of our shows. Man, I can't even keep up with everything now, Dallas. It's nuts with all the shows we've got going on, all the events that we've got going on. It's starting now to happen the way we were hoping it would happen, with being able to turn the tables, with getting the truth out, and it's working in our favor. Pretty jacked about that. Let's see, power outage in Danish Island.
Danish.
That too. Born. What Danish Island? There you go. Nord Stream pipeline due to submarine cable damage. Interesting. They ain't leaving it alone yet. But have y'all seen this? That's a clone.
Either that or she got the bioweapon. I've seen people that got the vaccine that shake the same way.
Clone in vibration mode. Wow.
I'm pretty sure she's dead.
Is she cold?
Well, he's not moving, so either he's frozen or she's glitching. One of the two.
Or she's part of the green screen. He's just standing there in front of it. Look down. Look how crisp it's a screen. It's just like what I have here. Same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. Look at him. He is right there at a side profile in front of a damn green screen. Hang on, I gotta make this bigger. No, the music's fake. I'm not worried about that.
That's Zelensky next to.
That's him. But look, it's a green screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Her pocket kind of envelops into his vest here in a second. She puts her arms down again.
There's no way that her arm can be that close without hitting his arm, the way they have it positioned. Sorry. Look. Just look how it's green screen they're using.
Yeah. At the very, very end, both of their jackets flow up in the back, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, anyway. Exactly. I'll end it with that. Well, brother, we've got a whole bunch of shows coming on. We've got Amelia Love coming on at 4 with Jen Carter, my wife. Then you've got Mark Z coming on. You've got
Mark said he may not have a show tonight, but
he said about 15 minutes. He said he'll probably pop on for maybe 15 minutes. But yeah, you're right. There's a chance he may not. He did. Yeah. He did say that too. So you are right.
His son's birthday is today.
Yep. Yep. So, and then we've got our show tonight, and then got some other shows. I think.
Keep on keeping on.
Yes, sir. Dallas, as always, appreciate you, bro.
Bye, guys.
See you, man. Bye. All right, guys. Another one in the box. So, listen, tune in later on PPN. We got an all-star lineup of shows. It is freaking on and popping. Take care, and God bless.
Hey guys, it's John with antiagingbed.com, and we often get this question. Let me show you this technology that's revolutionizing the sleep industry. This technology can be proven with this simple meter here. Now EMFs, which are electromagnetic frequency and radiation, is prevalent in our society. Right now I'm measuring the static electricity in the air. And how does this affect my body? Well, I'm going to simply touch this piece of metal here, and this meter is going to measure how much inflammation and extra voltage I'm carrying. This is going to disrupt my sleep, and it's affecting my health. Now, watch as I connect with this cover as my inflammation and discharge goes down. This discharge is coming by way of conductivity while connecting to this mattress. And this bed cover is simply revolutionizing this mattress industry, and it comes in this bag, folks, along with the meter shown below. You can take it with you anywhere you're going, on traveling, on vacation. Take this bed cover with you. You simply put it on any mattress, zip it around. No crazy pills, exercise programs, or diets. You simply connect to this bed cover, and it gives you a really good quality sleep. Check us out, learn more at antiagingbed.com, or find the link below.